What?
We are Wrestling with Weed, the podcast.
What's poppin'? It's the Boo Shadow with Batty Around, Hollywood Haley J, and you're listening to Wrestling with Weed.
Wrestling with Weed. Check them out.
I'm Sabu, and you're watching Wrestling with Weed podcast.
Ooh, yeah, you're listening to Wrestling with Weed.
It's your Olympic hero, Kurt Angle, and you're listening to Wrestling with Weed. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to Wrestling with Weed, the podcast, best in the world for your pop culture and wrestling needs. Remember, like, subscribe, share, tell a friend, tell a family member. You guys subscribing to our podcast helps us tremendously and doesn't cost you a dime. I've been thinking about starting a Patreon. Would be like $3 a month, $3 to $4 a month, maybe cheaper, just so that we can put our full-fledged episodes on there and won't get demonetized, stuff like that, you know. But because we do this for free, we love doing this. We love me, Broski, $5 Donnie, and my boy Chirac. Love doing this for free. We're live from Chicago. So this episode is about Pentagon Jr. debuting on Netflix, on Raw, new era, and I just feel like it's a long time coming. I've been rocking with Pentagon since Lucha Underground, since he was a Lucha Underground champion, and he was out there giving the women's United States champion power drivers and putting them through tables and having crazy matches with Vampiro, and we were rocking with him. We were there in Chicago when he won the AEW Tag Team Champions from the Young Bucks, championships from the Young Bucks in a steel cage match. Came out with all the glitz and glamour, and it's like Pentagon Jr. is not the best luchador in the world. He's the best, to me, wrestler, all-around wrestler in the world. Because he can give you bangers in the match, he can give you bangers in the ring, he can give you bangers on the mic, even though he speaks mostly Spanish, but from his charisma, and a lot of people like Broski and a lot of motherfuckers that don't speak Spanish didn't really know what he said, but you could feel the authenticity, I can't even say the word, but like you could feel how he's fought 20 years in the business to get to this point. And he talks about how he's seen Rey Mysterio back in the days, and he loved Rey Mysterio. He was a big fan of Rey Mysterio. Now he's a friend of Rey Mysterio. You know what I mean? Pentagon Jr. is one of the top talents in the world, and ain't nobody in the ring, in AEW, in WWE, in GCW, in TNA, in MLW, anywhere on the planet can do moves like he does. You know what I'm saying? Or put on matches like he does. I just feel like when he was going to come to WWE, they were going to water him down a little bit, you know, maybe check his move set a little bit, you know, and not let him do what he loves to do. But he's actually doing everything he did in AEW when he had the freedom to do whatever he wanted. And I love the way I see the backstage footage of Triple H doing his entrance and getting the pinpoint accuracy, you know what I'm saying, of what to put the pyro here, put the lights here, where he wants to do that. And Pentagon is just a star. He's been a star. He's been a star since he won the TNA World Heavyweight Championship, and that was a crazy era in TNA. That was like when they had Anthem and they were getting off that Global Force Jeff Jarrett Championship Wrestling shit, and they were trying to get out of there, you know. But I really, really support Pentagon, and I'm really proud of him. You know what I mean? I've been watching him for years, and finally he's here. He should have been here 10 years ago. He's late to the dance, but he's here nonetheless. And his first match was against Chad Gable. And I know Chad Gable can wrestle. He's an Olympian, but I give him all respects because this match, even though Chad Gable lost, boosts his stock in WWE. You know what I'm saying? Because that was a banger match. You know what I'm saying? And Chad Gable and him is just like butter, you know? And you see the whole crowd out there with his mask from his independent days and from his AEW days. And I just heard a podcast with JR and Comrade, And I don't know if JR is just older now and he's not really into, like he's not with it anymore with the wrestling, or he's just getting old, he's out of touch, whatever, you know. And I fuck with JR. Anybody in their 30s, fuck with JR Smith. Fuck with JR, good old JR, you know. Jim Ross has been the guy that spoke to us in wrestling, you know what I mean? He was the background noise of wrestling. If you watch any wrestling, it's JR. Oh my God, he threw him off the cage, and you know, all the great lines that he's done in his time in AEW. I feel like they had him in the beginning, and I don't know if it's Bell's palsy or if, you know, I'm not sure if he had a stroke or not, but he just out of touch, you know. When I hear him on that podcast, and I don't know if it's out of touch or he's just hating, because he's like, oh, well, everybody in AEW does what Pentagon can do, and that's a goddamn lie, because ain't not everybody got the swag, the move set, the ability, the charisma, the everything that Penta has. Nobody in AEW has that. And AEW dropped the ball with another superstar, and it shows you how they go to WWE and become stars. Look at Ethan Page. I never liked Ethan Page. I don't like Ethan Page now. He just never grabbed me. Like, oh man, this guy's awesome. But he was NXT champion, and you see that he got into shape. He was a little fattier. And when he first got to AEW, he was in good shape. And then it's like, he's like, I don't gotta work as hard. But now he's in NXT. And he's a beast. So I think AEW dropped the ball again with another superstar, Penta. You know what I mean? Penta has the allure of, like, he could be their next Undertaker. Not saying he's gonna be as big as the Undertaker, but that mysterious fucking supernatural wrestler, you know what I mean, comes out of dark. When they had Penta Dark, that was awesome. He used to come out of AEW with the little what do they call that? Gravestone, and he would pop. Oh yeah! And if you're a young kid, that's kind of scary. You know what I'm saying? So right now, Penta's a baby face, and he's having banger match after banger matches, and I just feel like Penta's the type of guy where you can't see. Like I love Will Ospreay, but if you've seen one Will Ospreay match, you've seen all of Will Ospreay matches, and I think that's because he's controlling his matches, and AEW is just letting him do what he wants to do. But if you come to WWE, they're gonna structure this way so that you not look the same in every match. You're not doing the same exact move back to back in every match. It worked for John Cena. It works for Hulk Hogan. It works for certain people, but not all the time. You gotta mix it up. And Pentagon Jr. is in WWE. It's the new era. And I just feel like Pentagon, he's the man right now. And there's a whole other avenue he can go to where he could become heel and be Penta Dark. And I like, it kind of sucks that they didn't use Pentagon. They're calling him Penta. But I'm pretty sure that probably somebody owns the right to Pentagon Jr. because he had to drop the Junior for some reason in AEW, and they were just calling him Penta and start calling him Penta Dark. But I respect it, and Penta's there, his family was there, his kids were there, so I just hope and wish him the best. There's so many ways he could go, and if they do bring his brother in, Phoenix, because he's a great wrestler, he's a great luchador. Penta's not a great luchador, he's a great wrestler. You know what I mean? He's more than just a luchador, you know what I mean? Which he is. I know he loves being a luchador, but he's more than that. And he could be up there with Roman Reigns. He could be up there with Seth Rollins. He could be up there with Cody Rhodes. Him and Cody Rhodes had some bangers in TNA, or not TNA, on AEW. I remember it was like, I think that was him where they had the flaming table, and then he did, Cody Rhodes did the Canadian Destroyer, and then Cody Rhodes' back was still on fire during the match, and they had to die him out, you know. But yeah, when I seen that podcast with JR, I just felt like he's an AEW guy, and he was just hating on Penta, seeing how big of a star he was in AEW, and they didn't use him. And now look at him in WWE. He's over. He's more over than Rey Mysterio is right now. And Rey Mysterio is a great luchador, not a great all-around wrestler because he's more of a luchador. But Penta has the size to become WWE World Champion or WWE Universal Champion or whatever kind of undisputed WWE Champion Cody Rhodes. Imagine him and Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. There's so many storylines, so many ways they can go. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of them. Hope for the best. We go. From Wrestling with Weed, remember to like, subscribe, tell a friend. Remember, subscribing to our podcast costs you nothing, but it supports us and means everything to us. We love everybody that supports us. Shout out to everybody. And we go.
Yo, this is the one and only Bass Scott, Gringo Loco, worldwide. And I want to shout out to Wrestling with Weed podcast. Y'all better listen, because I'm already listening, baby. Are you ready?